Hello everybody and welcome back to Bouncing Back with Brighton. In today's episode we are going to face Nottingham... No, we're not. We're not facing Nottingham Forest. We're facing Derby and West Ham. West Ham in the 6th round of the FA Cup. Let's go. The reason why I thought it was Nottingham Forest was because we still got to play them tomorrow. There's still a couple of games to go before we'll get to today's action. But I wanted to come back a little bit early as we have had a new youth intake and there is somebody who's 5-star potential. His name is Chris Hewitt. He's a central midfielder. He's English. He's 1.5-star current, 4-star gold, 5-star black. His for determination and unambitious personality is a little bit concerning, but that is something that could be improved through tutoring. I like the look of this guy. We've already got Mike Lacey, who we spoke about probably a long time ago now. He came in through the first youth intake when we took over at Brighton. He's had interest from pretty much every major club in England, even attracting a £12 million bid from Manchester United during this season's January transfer window. So you can definitely look forward to seeing more of him, and hopefully it looks like Chris Hewitt might be another one. In terms of the rest, there's a 3.5-star guy called Jeff Bowler, a centre-half. Really good mentals actually from where he's starting at, but at only 3.5-star potential, it's unlikely that he would be able to grow enough whilst in our squad to be able to match the current level once he reaches his potential. 3.5 stars, probably a decent / good Premier League player in our squad. So for him to actually reach that whilst we're still only needing decent to good Premier League players, it's highly unlikely. But the two 5-star guys, particularly Mike Lacey, but now Chris Hewitt, definitely we'll see more of them. So before we play Derby, we have played 2 games in between, the first of which was away from home against Nottingham Forest. We won 4-0. Ben Woodburn got us the opening goal. Alex McAllister got himself a brace from attacking midfield centre, and Jose Izquierdo rounded off a very, very convincing win. And then we had a home tie against Blackburn and another draw and a disappointing performance from us. Anthony Knockyard equalised after Bradley Dack had given them the lead in the 49th minute. But Blackburn are a decent side in this league. They currently sit in 4th position, so it's not as bad as it first seems. And of course, after them run of fixtures, it sees us lying 18 points clear. 22 points clear from Southampton in 2nd place with only 10 games remaining. So another 3 wins, and I think that's pretty much us guaranteed top spot. And hopefully the first of which can come today away against Derby County. They are currently sitting in 5th position, so they are themselves no push over. And as Blackburn have just proven, we are not infallible. We're not guaranteed the win, so we need to be at our best, particularly away from home. So this is how we're going to line up for today's game. Jack Butland will start in goal, Bogle at right back, Sultan Cabasas in the centre back roles, Alex Martinez at left back, Tudor Baluta and Joshua Onuma in the centre of midfield, Anthony Knockyard and Jose Izquierdo with Alex McAllister in the attack midfield roles, and Dejan Joveljic will start up front. They come at us with a 4-1-2-3 DM, Martin Maghorn, Blackman, Josefun, Chowdhury. I think we played them earlier in the season. Ryan Shawcross there as well at 32 years old. We really need to play the balls in over the top with these 5 acceleration. But we'll see how we get on in today's game. So we kick off shooting from right to left. As I said, Derby 5th place in the league. They are obviously fighting for playoff spots, so they're not going to be any sort of pushover. So hopefully we're at our best. First 20 minutes or so are completely uneventful, nothing happening whatsoever. Neither side taking control of the game, although we are having the lion's share of possession, just not really doing anything with it. But their team, their conditioning is going down a lot faster than ours. So come the second half, hopefully we've tied them out enough to be able to crack open a few chances. But this first half is an utter write-off. And there we are, half time. Not a highlight between us. Let's hope that the second half improves. Shooting from left to right this time. We're going to go attacking for the final half an hour. We are dominating the game in terms of match stats, just not really creating anything whatsoever. We'll look to make some substitutions because this is pretty dire. We'll get Dejan Joveljic off for Ben Woodburn. McAllister can stay in the side for now. We'll look to get Bissouma on for Joshua Onuma in the centre of midfield. See if them 2 boys can maybe make something for us. We're going to go very attacking. 10 minutes to go, and there's finally a highlight, and it looks like it's going to go Derby's way. Junior Hoylett with the ball in. Can we manage to get to the ball first? We can't. But Martinez gets in there, and he gets the challenge in. He goes down the right-hand side, our left back, finds McAllister in the box. He's offside, surely. He was a mile off, wasn't he? Or was he not? He was onside. Are you kidding me? What a breakaway that was by Alex Martinez to set up that goal. This is our left back and the guy I'm trying to replace. He's probably been one of our players of the season. Once we get to the end of the season, we'll look at the average ratings. He will definitely be up there, but it did look like McAllister was offside to me. Now, Football Manager is infallible. We cannot question the results, so let's just ignore that, and we'll look to make our final substitution of the game. Tudor Baluta is struggling out there. We'll get Scott McTominay on in his place to hopefully see out the rest of this game with the 3 points from one highlight. And there we are with a few seconds remaining. This will be the final highlight of the game, and there's the full-time whistle. Derby 0, Brighton 1. Incredibly fortunate on our behalf. Oh, actually, that was the win that has just secured our promotion. And there we are. Praises William from promotion. Brighton board absolutely delighted with how things have went this season. They've set the initial budget. Oh my God, they've robbed me of so much money. They have took so much money off me. I had £88 million to spend in the transfer kitty. Now I've got 42, and I'm pretty sure the wages haven't gone up that much either. So yeah, not too pleased about that. So there's the confirmation that we are promoted. 25 points clear from Southampton in second place, but more clearly we are 32 points clear from Stoke City in third place. Now let's go on and win the title, and hopefully in the next game get past West Ham into the FA Cup semis. So we are here. It is game day against West Ham. Let's have a quick look just to see what sort of formation they're likely to play. A very attacking formation, if this is to be believed. West Ham currently sit in the relegation zone in the Premier League now. We've already beat Everton to get to this point. Everton is 7th. We've beat Chelsea to get to this point. Chelsea is 6th. But we are away from home. They are still a Premier League side. We are intimately familiar with West Ham's squad. They've got some fantastic players in Felipe Anderson, Yarmolenko, Edmilson Fernandez is great. Declan Rice is really good. Mark Noble played well for me when I give him game time. Aaron Creswell, who's injured, that's great. Balbuena, I'm not a big fan of. Adrian was okay. Masuaku will probably end up playing left back, and he's a good left back. So we're going to have to be at our best again today if we are to get past West Ham. But it's another Premier League opposition. These are the teams that we need to be facing and we need to be beaten if we are to just looking forward to next season, basically. And I think we've done more than enough to prove that we are very worthy of being a Premier League side. Joveljic has done really well against the Premier League side so far in the FA Cup, so he is going to get the start ahead of Ben Woodburn in today's game, and I think that's pretty much how we're going to be. Butland in goal, Bogle, Sutar, Cabezas and Martinez in the defence. Tudor Baluta and Onuma in the midfield, with Anthony Notyart, Alex McAllister and Jose Izquierdo in the attacking midfield roles. Leading the line is Dejan Joveljic. Let's get into it and see how they are lining up. Arthur Masuaku does play at left back. Kyle Walker-Peters, I think I went in for him on loan, but he refused and joined West Ham instead. Sami Nasri, Felipe Anderson, Yarmolenko, Brenner. I'm not really sure about Brenner. He looks okay. He's not unbelievable though. Obviously only 20 years old, got plenty of room to grow. It's going to be tough away from home against West Ham, but we've done it before. We might be able to do it again. And we kick off. This is the most important game of our season right now. You know, Premier promotion is guaranteed. The title is all but guaranteed. So the FA Cup's sort of like the last thing on our minds now. You know, if we can get to the semi-finals, that will be utterly amazing. Get to the semi-finals of both cup competitions. Anthony Notyart with a free kick. Cabezas to Joveljic. Joveljic with another goal against the Premier League side. Is that onside? It is. And we are 1-0 up inside 10 minutes against West Ham. Another free kick. Another set piece from Anthony Notyart. Finding Cabezas, who heads it back post. And Joveljic with another goal against a top side. Good stuff. Going by the early match stats, we are having the better of the player as well. We are keeping a lot more possession than they are. We're having more shots. The highlights have dried up since we scored the goal, which is absolutely fine by me. And just as I say that, 40 minutes in, there is a highlight. And Cabezas is awful on the ball, so he needs to get rid of it pretty quickly. Cabezas just boots the ball up top. And to be honest with you, that's fine by me because it falls to McAllister. And McAllister, he puts us 2-0 up inside 40 minutes. 2-0 up away from home against Premier League opposition. That isn't Chelsea. Absolutely unbelievable. All this came from a Masuaku header after Cabezas completely panicked and just booted the ball, which is fine by me. And McAllister with an absolutely fantastic finish. He's really grown into that attacking midfield role as the season has gone on, and he's started to contribute a lot more in the final third. And there we are, half time, West Ham 0, Brighton 2. let's just kick straight back off. No changes required from us. Highlight now, 52 minutes in, and it's West Ham coming forward this time with Felipe Anderson cutting inside loads of space for Yarmolenko, but Jack Butland manages to keep him out. What a save that was. Another highlight now, 5 minutes later, Pedro Obiang gives the ball away to Anthony Knockaert, and he gives the ball away, unfortunately, to Felipe Anderson. Masuaku cuts inside, finds Sami Nasri. There's a lot of space in that gap there. Cabezas, don't do this. Alex Martinez goes on a crazy run, manages to find Joveljic on this left-hand side. Joveljic retains possession very, very well in a sea of West Ham shirts, and Knockaert cuts inside, finds Onuma in the box, and what a great save that was. 25 minutes to go, we will look to make some changes. Tudor Baluta's having a good game out there, but as always, he's struggling a little bit. We are going to get Scott McTominay on as a ball-winning midfielder rather than the Segundo Volante, just a little bit more defensive-minded. 15 minutes to go, 2-0 is looking like a brilliant scoreline. Alex Martinez has had a great game as well, but Montoya can come on as he is yellow carded and he is struggling a little bit for conditioning. And with 10 minutes to go, West Ham are offering very, very little. But there is a highlight, and it is West Ham in possession. McKenna with a big punt up, and Yarmolenko has managed to get in behind our defence. He's got Brenner in the middle. Exactly the same as against Chelsea. 8 minutes to go. We're going to go cautious. We'll bottle on this. I can feel it. I can feel it already. No, please don't. I would love to get to an FA Cup semi. Come on, boys. Hold out. Oh, there's another highlight with 5 minutes to go. Hopefully it's going our way, though, with Joveljic is in the box. Is Cuerdo to McAllister. We're keeping the ball in midfield. McTominay manages to get past his man. Is he going to go for the strike? He is. Could have been another thunder strike by McTominay, but not this time. 3 minutes to go. There's another highlight. I don't want any more highlights. Usually I'm crying out for highlights, but not in this game. Adrian with a big punt up. It's managed to find its way to Brenner. Sami Nasri gets the ball to Felipe Anderson on the left-hand side. Masuaku's there. Please, get rid. Oh, Yarmolenko slots it home for West Ham. They equalise in the 90th minute. We're going to go back positive, honestly. The final 3 minutes of this game, I'm skipping the highlight as well. I don't want to say that again. I can't help but think if we just maintained the positive mentality, whether we would have been able to either get another goal and see this game right off, or just finish up 2-0 or 2-1. But unfortunately, we are going to have to go to extra time against West Ham. No replays at this stage in the FA Cup. So, highlight now. McAllister in an advanced position for us is Cuerdo to Scott McTominay. Don't give the ball away. McAllister. Joveljic is on the edge. He finds Knockaert. Goes for the strike. Goes just over. This isn't good. We have still got 2 substitutions ourselves. We haven't really got any ideal ones. We'll get Alex McAllister off for Ben Woodburn, and we'll get Bissouma on for Onuma in the centre of midfield, just to freshen things up as much as humanly possible. Bogle and both Knockaert are struggling on that right hand side, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that, but there's not a lot we can do about it, unfortunately. We'll kick off for the second half of extra time, and it looks like it could potentially be... why did I speak? Why do I even speak? I should just keep my mouth shut and things like this wouldn't happen. Jack Butland, what was that? I can't believe we're going to go out like this. This is so bad. This is just a poor goal. Kyle Walker-Peters coming down the right-hand side. Nice 1-2 with Felipe Anderson. And then, does this just hit him? It just hits him. And Jack Butland, that is a disgrace of an attempted save, let's be honest. Tony Martinez, the unwitting beneficiary of that cross, he had no idea what was happening. We've gone very attacking for the final 10. Not a lot we can change now. We've just got to see if maybe we can break from this. Ben Woodburn finds Joveljic. Can we make something here? Please, boys. Let's not go out. Montoya on this left-hand side cuts in. Montoya, you haven't got the striking boots, have you? No, he hasn't. Felipe Anderson with a free kick for West Ham. Nasri plays it in. And there it is. Calvin Phillips gets the 4th goal of the game for West Ham, meaning this is the end of our FA Cup run. We've done incredibly well to get to this point, getting past Everton and Chelsea. And I thought for sure we were going to get past West Ham once we went 2-0 up. Butland not covering himself in glory in this game, unfortunately. Maybe it was my own changes in the team mentality that has ended up costing us in the end. But we are going to go out in the 6th round. Not making it at the semi-finals. But we'll just have to be content with getting promoted to the Premier League. Could this even be 5-2 here with Brenner chasing down the long ball? The highlight continues. Bissouma ends up getting it in an advanced position. Is Cueto on the left-hand side. Can you get a goal? Just give us a little bit of hope with 1 minute to go. Nah, McTominay, you've done it once this season. You're not doing it again. And now we have it. This will be the final highlight of the game. Only 1 minute added on. And unfortunately, we go crashing out of the FA Cup. Against 4-2 against West Ham, going extra time is nothing to complain about, really. That's a fantastic performance for... actually, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. We should have won that game. You know, we were literally 2 minutes away from winning that game, and unfortunately, Yarmolenko gets the equaliser. Tony Martinez, just right man in the right place. And Jack Butland, man. Well, disappointing way to end today's episode. We will return, and it will be against Southampton and Sheffield United. The chances are by this point we will have won the league. If we win our games, we will have done so. But Southampton second place at home as well, and then Sheffield United seems like a good point of return. And then the final episode of the season will be against Barnsley and Birmingham. If you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, and if you are enjoying my content, get yourself subscribed. But until next time, take it easy.